Good afternoon. I just wanted to show you why we use raised beds out here when I've got so much space. And you can see it's just slop, and it's been dry for a few days. So when it rains, it turns to absolute mush. And this is like a sponge, I guess you could say. It sucks up the water from beneath, and those rotten, what are they called? Cosmos, as beautiful as they are, they're still taking over. But anyway, I pull out the ones I don't want, and I keep the ones that I do. My carnations are growing, the ones I just recently bought. So they're doing okay. They're maybe a little bit wet, so hopefully they'll survive. The amount of water that goes in there, everything's doing pretty good. So we'll see. This is what I came out to show you, and there's no wind. It's amazing. There's no rain and there's no wind. And hubby and I managed to cut all the grass and the backyard, except the little bit that I'm going to do after around the veggie patch. So we used the bush mowers because you couldn't get a rider mower in here, you just got bogged. Anyway, I wanted to show you, not my silly old compost bin. That was originally going to be a doggy poo bin. So we followed a YouTube video and did what they said, and I thought, well, a compost bin would do a good job because we don't use them as compost bins. And we did bury one out in the dog's yard. We buried it 3/4 the way they told us to, and we put gravel in it, and then we found that the thing just filled up with water. So we don't use it for that anymore, but I will fill it up with soil all the way to the top, because the top of the bin sits above the soil level out there, and I will plant a tree in it. I just have to think about what tree I want to put in it. So it did have a use after all, I just haven't gone and done that yet. Anyway, I brought you out here to show you another stinky bin. So we use these 60 litre bins with lids, and hubby attaches a tap to it for me, and then we set it up on some blocks. And this one is meant for flowers. I'll see if I can get it open. Alright, hang on, I have to pause you. Okay, I unpaused you. So what I've got in there are a selection of flowers and branches and comfrey and some grass and a little bit of soil down the bottom, and I still have to throw in some compost. And as my flower plants need pruning and whatever, I'll throw a bit of that in there as well. And that's supposed to, I think I'll chuck some eggs in there as well. I've got ground up eggs inside. I'm going to put some of those into each bin because I have 3 of them, so that the calcium from the eggs starts to leach into the water. So anyway, this one's been sitting here now for, I don't know, maybe a week. And it'll probably take another couple of weeks before it becomes of any use. And then I'll just take a little bit out the bottom into a watering can or into a bucket and dilute it, but you don't use very much. You don't need a lot of this. I think one of the other ones you do 30:1, and I think I might do the same with this one, or even less. I might do 40 or 50:1 and see how it goes, because it's very strong and you don't need much. And as it goes down, as the liquid reduces, you just top it up. And you can also throw more greenery in there, and you have yourself a nice potent concoction of fertilizer. So anyway, wish me luck, and I hope that when this one's finished fermenting and it's all smelly, that it does its job.